Welcome back. In the last lesson, we set up Python on our computer. And now we are ready to take the next step by setting up a code editor, which is often called IDE. The code editor is the tool we will be using in this course to write our code. We are going to be using PyCharm code editor, which is built specifically for Python programming. There are a few popular options for writing code. We have Atom code editor, we have VS Code, we have PyCharm, we have Cursor, which is now getting popular among so many other code editors. Two of the most popular IDE are VS Code and PyCharm. While both IDEs are excellent, in fact, I use VS Code pretty much for every other thing, but PyCharm is designed specifically for Python, which is why we'll be using it for this bootcamp. It has some extra features that make working with Python more seamless, especially for beginners. So let's go ahead and get PyCharm set up together. Head to your browser and search for PyCharm download or download PyCharm, whichever the case. So you search for that using your favorite search engines, PyCharm download or download PyCharm, whatever you enter into your browser. So you are going to have the JetBrains website link. You click on it. Okay, so it's going to take you to where you can download PyCharm. You have the download button here. Click on that. All right, so we have two versions of PyCharm. We have the professional version, which is paid. So as you can see here, you have free 30-day trial. So if you want to use the professional version, you have to pay for it after 30 days. And then we have the community version. The community version is completely free and has everything we need for our course. So we go ahead and download the community version. So you click on the download button and then it's going to download your PyCharm for you. I already have it downloaded. It's quite heavy, so that it's like 518 MB. So I have it downloaded already. I'm just going to cancel that. You wait for it till it finishes download and then we start the installation. All right, after waiting for your download to complete, so you are going to have it in your download folder, but I already moved it to desktop here. So you click on that and you open, right? You either double click or you right click and you open. So that is going to open the installer. Click on yes. All right, so we click on next. Okay, so we click on next. All right, so I'm going to create desktop shortcut. I'm going to add it to context menu, like when you have a folder. So when you right click on the folder, it's going to give you the option to open folder as a PyCharm project. And then I'm going to create an association for Python file. .py is the extension for Python files. So I'm going to create association of it with PyCharm. This one is optional. You can leave it unchecked. You can also check it, but I'm going to leave that. I don't need to be starting PyCharm from the terminal, so I'm going to leave that. Right, so we click next. Okay, so you install. Then you are going to wait for your app to finish installation. All right, PyCharm has been installed. That's a long process. So if you want to run it, you check this button and then you click on finish. So that's going to get PyCharm started. I can now close my browser. Okay, so PyCharm is running. All right, so it discovers that I have Visual Studio Code installed already, and then it's asking me if I want to import settings. I'm just going to import that, though the settings are few. So it's just the theme, key mark, plugins, which I believe that none of them is compatible with PyCharm. So this one is completely useless. Then, okay, I won't be importing my recent projects. So click on import settings. All right, so we have the welcome screen. Here you have the new project. This is the button you will click to create a new project. If you have an existing Python project, this is where you click to open that. And if you want to clone a project, possibly from GitHub or from your other online repository service, you use this. So for now, we are going to use new project to start a new project. Okay, so this is going to be the location of our new project. But for now, I want our project to be on the desktop so that we can easily start our project from the desktop. This is the default project location for PyCharm. Inside of your user, you have PyCharm projects, and then you have Python project. So I'm going to change this to desktop. To do that, I'm going to click on this button. All right, so go to users. This is the name of my current user. So I have HP as my current name. So this might be your name depending on what you set on your system. So I open the user, then I move to desktop, right? So this will be the location of the current project I want to create. All right, so to create a special folder, because if we use desktop directly, that means our project will be created directly inside of desktop. But I want our project to be created inside a folder on desktop. So to do that, I'm going to right click on desktop. Then I'm going to click on new directory. So you click on that. Then you are going to input the name of your project. So we can call this Python Bootcamp. All right. So that is going to be the name of our project. Then you click on OK. So the folder has been selected. So the directory has been selected. Then we click on OK. So you can see now that the location of our project has been changed to desktop. And inside of desktop, we have the Python Bootcamp directory. Okay, so you check this if you want to create a Git repository. We will not be creating that, so we leave that unchecked. Interpreter type, we have project virtual environment. You can forget about this for now. We'll get to know about virtual environment in the course of the bootcamp. Right, so this is the Python version we installed in our last video. Okay, so we go ahead and create. So you wait for it to finish creating the virtual environment. You don't need to know about that for now. So we are going to know about that in the course of the bootcamp. All right, so we have the project created and we have our project directory here. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to create a Python file. To create a file, you can right click on your project directory here, you go to new and then you come to Python file, right? So this is where you type the name of your Python file. Let's call that main.py. But because we are using PyCharm, PyCharm is going to automatically add the Python extension to the name of our file. If you are using a different editor from PyCharm, so you are going to have main.py. All right, but since we are using PyCharm, you can just leave that out. Right, you press enter. So we have main.py file created for us. Okay, now that PyCharm is open, let's take a quick tour of the interface. You will see a lot of different areas, but don't worry, we'll go over the most important parts you need to get started. All right, so on the left here, we have the Project Explorer. This is where all our project files are located. So this is the main.py file we just created. This is the virtual environment that PyCharm created automatically for us. Don't worry about virtual environment for now. We'll get to know more about that later in the bootcamp. All right, so this is the overall projects directory. This is the name. We have Python bootcamp, and this is the path of the bootcamp. So we have users, we have the name of the user, we have desktop, and then we have Python bootcamp. The big middle area here is where we'll be writing our code. Write your code here, right? So this is where we'll be writing our Python code. At the top here, we have menus. If you click at this button, you are going to have menus for tools and settings. Okay, so you have file if you want to create a new project, if you want to do all this, if you want to open a recent project, if you want to save as and all that. So you have edit, we have view, we have navigate, code, refactor, run, tools, VCS, that is virtual control, and then you have window, then you have help, right? So if you want to open settings, this is where you open settings. Your settings, if you want to install plugin, if you want to install a different theme, come here. If you want to change your shortcuts, you come to key map. You can also locate your shortcut in settings. So you come to key map. This is where you change your shortcuts. So if you click on that, this is where you change your shortcuts. And at the base here, we have our Python console. So when we start running our Python codes, this is where we'll be having our results. So we have Python packages. So this, you can install different Python packages from this panel. So here you have so here we have services, here we have terminal. So here we have an inbuilt terminal. So this is window PowerShell. If you want to use command prompts, you can just come here and then you select which of the terminal type you want to use. This is Windows PowerShell, which is opened by default. But if you want terminal, you select terminal. If you want Git bash, you select Git bash. Right, so this is for version control. This is where you'll be seeing the history of your commit when you start using Git with Python project. All right, so here we have more. We have info about problems you might be running into when you are running your code. All right, we now have PyCharm set up, so we are ready to start writing Python codes. See you in the next lesson.